Hey everybody, welcome to Setta's Place. I wanted to come and tell y'all another what happened was story. Y'all know how me and my stories. Well, oh, what am I wearing? I'm wearing my Sweet poncho that I made. This particular one is for the April calendar cow. Matches all the pretty pictures in the calendar. So, anyway, y'all, let me get my cup. Let me get my cup. I'm loving my mug that my friend Deb gave me. I use it every day. It says, "The Lord is my light and salvation." Good, good. Okay, so now, what happened was, so the way my room is set up, this side that you see, I use for filming, recording, and sitting and crocheting and all the stuff. The other side is my bed and just shelves with stuff. Okay, so back in, was it January? I'll just say January, when I got back from visiting Kevin. I got back here. I had a chance to get this a captain's bed, and that's the big bed with the shelf, and it has drawers underneath, and it's usually a tall bed. So because it was, anyway, it was Kathy's son's, and he got a new one. So so we brought that one here, and we set it up, and I could put stuff in the drawers underneath and all that kind of stuff. So, but it was big, so it took up a part of the room. But I wanted it. So, and the mattress that I have is a tall mattress. It's a twin, but it's a thick, tall one. So when we put it on top of the captain's bed, it made it even taller. So I had to get a stool, a step stool. This one, one that fold up, step stools. And I put it to get up in the bed. I mean, I could do it, but it take a whole lot of, and pushing back and going backwards, trying to and push my foot up on something and push myself up on the bed. So I got a step stool. So for a few weeks, that it worked, and I did fine. And getting up and down, and I just usually made sure when I was ready for bed, I did everything I needed. I didn't have to get out the bed and climb down and all that. So after a few weeks of having the bed, and I'm being all, trying to be all spry and all this kind of stuff, like I'll just go and step up on the step and throw myself up on the bed, just right. Well, what happened was, I went to take a step up on the stool, and I throw my weight up to heish myself up. And my knee gave out mid-heist. Y'all, oh my goodness. And I went up, and then I went down. I mean, straight down on the, and it went bam. Oh my goodness. So I didn't make it all the way up to the bed. I was tight, and then I came down. And I was like, ow. Oh goodness, y'all. Now I'm okay. I was okay. And even, when you hurt yourself or you fall, it hurts right at the first, but it doesn't really hurt. It just, that you're going to be sore tomorrow. And that's how it was. So when it first happened, I was like, oh, and I was like, oh goodness gracious. And but I knew I was going to be sore the next day, and boy was I. So I was like, oh. So but let me see, that night that it happened, Kathy, her room was all the way on the other side of the house, the house. I mean, way on the other side, because there's a living room and a kitchen and a bathroom and another room before you get to her bedroom, which is way down there. So so the next day I came out the kitchen. She was in the kitchen, and I was like, Kathy, did you feel that 3.5 on the Richter scale last night? And I started kind of ready to laugh, kind of trying not to laugh. And she's like, no, I did. Did I didn't know there was one, or because you may have earthquakes here all the time. I mean, little tremors. And she's like, no. And then I said, and I couldn't stop myself from laughing. I'm not good at because I give away jokes and all that stuff all the time. So I was like, yeah. I said I had 3.5 when I hit that floor or something like that. And she's like, what, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. And I told her the story. She was like, then we both laughed because I gave her, you can laugh when you're friends, when you're laughing together, not laughing at you. We're laughing together. And I was like, she said, normally I hear every little movement in the house, and she said, I thought I heard something. I said, yep, it was me. So I was like, whatever, things happen. So nights after that, I go to get in the bed, and I was like, you know how your body is nervous, whether you think you are or not. So I'd go to get on the bed, and I put my foot up on that stool, and then I'd grab this side, then I'd grab the mattress on this side, and then I grabbed everything, and I found myself being nervous every time I had to get in the bed, and I was like, I can't do this bed, because now I'm all jittery every time I want to heist myself up. So she said, okay, so we'll, but we can think about, moving that bed out, because we had a lot of things going on at the same time. So, but as time went by, I got a little better. Wasn't as nervous, but I still was holding on to everything that I could hold on to, and I was like, yeah, but I still want, So, after a little bit, we finally got, I got another bed, just a twin size, and it has a footboard and a headboard, bed, frame to it. And it's a regular size. So when we took that big old bed out and put the littler one in, I rearranged my room a little bit, rearranged some things up here too. And so now I have that space that you saw in the previous video where I was showing y'all this. If I can put a picture, I'll put it right here. And you have a TV behind me, and so you can see the open space. But once I tried it, I don't know, I keep saying every time I say I'm gonna rearrange it, I'm gonna show y'all my little room, but then I don't. So I'll try to show y'all, because it's not pretty, it's just organized the way I need it for the space that I have. But anyway, so that's what happened was I added to the Richter scale over here in Alaska 3.5. But I was sore for a little while, but everything was fine. Nothing broke, nothing bruised. Well, I did have some bruises, but there was nothing major. But I thought I'd give y'all a laugh with what happened was. All right, y'all. I love hanging out with y'all and telling y'all my silly stories. Hope y'all enjoy occasional, non-yarny story. And but yeah. All right. I'll talk to you later, and have a blessed day.